fucking bitch.
Typical American behavior.
I'm sorry.
Seen in chat roulette. This is a male specimen, pretending to be cool, talking to people, random strangers, as if they are his bitch.
Is the image quality good or audio good too?
What?
The pictures and the microphone, is that good?
Picture in your microphone.
Is it good? Is it good?
Yeah?
Okay, thank you.
Think so. You have a very tidy room.
Yeah, I know.
It's very, yeah, you have a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
Means they're precious to you.
not really.
No, you just
Most
have
of the
them
stuff,
around.
most of the stuff people bought it for me, so like I gotta keep the box if they want to return it.
Ah,
Yeah.
so you are well managing your future steps.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, makes sense, makes sense. And where are you in this world?
Missouri. I have something to show you real quick.
Ah, I'm sorry, yeah. Missouri is America, right?
Yes, it's like in the
Yeah.
very middle.
Ah,
Where is it at?
the countryside.
Here we go. Here we go. How about this? Back to the Future fucking trilogy set.
Oh yeah, funny. Oh yeah, I wear the shirt, yeah. Cool.
Hey, have you heard about this?
You have everything there, right? It's like a museum.
This shirt's from the last blockbuster on Earth.
A Blockbuster is a
Video rental.
video,
Yeah,
yeah, company. Yeah, yeah, funny. Oh yeah.
pretty
Huh.
cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. Is that how do I ask? Is there a big sentiment for things from the 90s in America?
Yeah, I'd say so. I was born in the 90s, so.
Yeah. And do you think that sentiment is like every generation has a sentiment to what is from their youth? Or is it mainly when a country, uh, how do you say that? It's like desocializing. Like America used to be good for all people, and now it's only good for the super rich.
Yeah.
And then when, like, hey, your parents had everything, you're born in a family with, of course, stress, but with not real stress, like you had everything. And now we live in a time where we have less, but we still have our good memories from the past. Do you think that is like related to each other? That the more chaos comes, the more we hold on to the good times,
Yeah.
like the golden, yeah,
But I think it's
uh,
like you can't know you're in the good zone, until you're already past it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's weird, huh?
Yeah, that's weird.
And I wonder how it is to be like. What I notice is that people that are now successful mainly earn their money with simple, heartless jobs. Like they didn't think about others. They just started to buy houses so other people have to live in their houses, right?
Yeah.
That's the main. That's the majority of the people who have money now, or they buy and sell stuff. That's it. And the majority of the people who educate or help in social welfare or help in psychology or whatever, they start to decline in the job security and the life security, livelihood security. And do you think that, for example, if I look at you, I see you probably had a good education.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are probably also intelligent, but also stressed. Like there's a lot of stress in you.
Yeah, every day.
If I can, yeah. Yeah, I can tell. Is that also why you have all the stuff in your room to not let go of it because it could be of value in the future?
So like, okay, can I zoom in on this?
Yeah.
That's the focus.
Ah, okay.
Right here. There we go.
Well, that's a super good camera, man.
Okay, this shit?
Yeah? Oh,
Right there.
yeah.
That's all my
That's
shit.
toys.
That's like parts for my computer. That's it. The rest of this stuff can go right in the trash. I don't care. Except
Ah.
for this fan I bought. I'm making
Yeah,
payments
yeah,
on this
yeah.
fan.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I wanted to buy that van as well. It's pretty expensive. Did you, does it do the job as they promised?
Literally, like the only downside whenever it says cooling
Yeah, it
is
doesn't.
it's not an air conditioner. It's just a fan.
No.
It's stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah.
thought I got bought into it, and I was like, this might be a freaking good idea. Freaking heater and air conditioning in one unit. That'd be
Yeah.
cool. But no, it's
Yeah.
not.
No, it's not, eh? Yeah, I also almost bought into that. And then I got this, a friend of mine, he had an old airco, like a portable unit I could lend for a year. And then from the, then I could sleep in the night at least in the summer. But yeah, that thing, I almost bought it, but it's not what they promise.
Yeah.
And in Missouri, do you need a airco or is this enough?
You need like a filter every year, and they're like $80.
$80?
Yeah, U.S. dollars.
Yeah, but my question was a little bit different. I didn't pronounce it well. Uh, in Missouri, you live in Missouri, right? Yeah,
Yep.
Missouri miscontent. They always say in movies. Missouri miscontent, conscient, no, whatever. I was just trying to quote movies. Anyway, uh, and do you actually need an air conditioning, or is this thing also good enough?
It's I have air conditioning, so it kind of it
Oh, you have
works.
airco.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's good to get the air
Yeah. It just
circling.
yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you from again?
I didn't tell you. I'm from Europe.
Nice.
I'm from Amsterdam or close to Netherlands.
My like the old country, like my like my oldest family's from Timmels, Germany, like on the edge of France and
Oh
Germany.
yeah, 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 yeah. Part of it, of course. The ones that you carry their name.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all the other families you didn't carry the name are
Yeah.
probably French, Dutch, you know, Irish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny, huh? Yeah, I don't understand what's happening in America, man. You have like the third biggest population. It's huge, and then there are these 0.001% rich people, and they own everything
Yeah.
in your states. It's terrible, man. And still everybody believes in the American dream, right? You failed, not the system. No, you failed, and the super rich are rich because they worked hard. Yeah, right. Tax cuts.
Just make good bets.
No, tax cuts. When you're
Yeah.
like Trump,
Yeah.
like Trump, I researched it. Before, because now you cannot find it anymore. Before he was president, he got rich because his father built a lot of property, but that father never paid a dime for that property. He he was like must be a mafia criminal because he pushed the government or the city in paying everything for him, and he never paid it back. He
Yeah.
had all the tax cuts he could have, and that's how his family got rich. That's not hard work. That's criminal work.
Yeah.
That's like that should be punished.
So like the way I work at a grocery store like Walmart or
Yeah.
whatever, and I always like take the extra mile, take the extra step, to help people, whatever, if they're really in need and stuff like that. And whenever I walked into the phone store, a couple months ago, this guy was like, the guy that was helping me, he was like, this lady walked in. She's like, "Hey, can I get some help with this?" Whatever. He's like, "Oh, we don't do that. Sorry, get out." I'm like, "What the fuck?" And then uh, his girlfriend or whatever is like, "Yeah, he's a dick, but he at least he makes good money." I'm like, I don't get it. Why?
Oh,
What is the point?
yeah, yeah.
Money it's gone as soon as you die.
Also, but money is also it shouldn't be as important as it is.
Yeah.
Because initially, when you had, let's say you had a cow and I had chickens, yeah, well, one cow for one chicken is not really to be compared, right?
Yeah.
So I need at least 1,000 chickens for one cow. Then again, if I wanted to bargain with you, we needed something else to be able to bargain with each other.
Yeah.
We needed money that represented 1,000 chickens and one cow. And this is not even to the core of economy should be about, because the cow needs food and the cow needs space, and everybody has equal right to the same space. So you already have to share that space. And if you need more space, then you need to pay more dividend. And that dividend you can pay by having a cow. So instead of that you have to pay chickens for the cow, you should get dividend from the cow. But that's
Yeah.
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that is what that knowledge is lost. So let's say you and 5 friends of yours and 5 friends of mine, we own a piece of property and we call it oh no, connection is going to lose. Are you still here?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. I just got a sign that the connection will get lost. So 12 people own a piece of land and we call it the country. We put a flag on it. And everybody gets an equal piece of the land, right?
Yep.
And then, yeah, we need production. We need to produce food. We need to produce clothing. We need infrastructure to get the food to the stores and the clothing to the stores. And we need to create that. That means that now, let's say one of us will create clothing, the other one will create food, and 8 or 10 other people, well, they don't need to be involved in the economy, but they're still there, they still have a piece of land. Yet the one who wants to produce food and distribute it, he needs more land just to produce than the other people. So they will, let's say, get more land from the others, and the others will get money from that.
Yeah.
And that whole part, that public thinking, is gone, because now it is, well, I'm rich, I need a piece of land, I produce it, and you need to pay for it.
Yep.
Yeah. And this whole thinking, in America, it's scrutinized with socialism, as if socialism is something bad. What are your ideas about politics? Are you like pro-Republican or pro-Democrats, or how do you
Well, like one
see
year,
that?
I voted for the socialist Bernie Sanders,
Yeah,
and I was like, man, this is gonna be great, whatever.
yeah,
And all the older generation was like, we can't have that. That's stupid. And I'm like, okay, I voted for him, and Trump won. A lot of us
yeah,
voted for him, for Bernie.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, I know him. I follow him. The thing is, with older people, what I notice when I talk with American people is that when you discuss something with American people, well, it's easy. Okay, so let's put it like one step back. Not just American people, with people. So, like, I come from a country that is, we are heading to the same type of politics as you have had the last 20 years. We are getting there as well. So now it's easy for me to say America is bad and Holland is good. No, what happened in the 80s in America under Reagan is happening now in Europe as well under the politics we have now. So
Yeah.
it's not that America is stupid. It's not that the people are stupid. It's just it's 2,500 years of knowledge on how to manipulate people against people who are just born at least 20 or 40 or 50, 60, 70 years ago, and they never had to make a political choice. You see my point? So 2,500 years of manipulation versus one life experience. You know?
Yeah.
And what I see is that, let's say you are thinking of Bernie Sanders, and when you want to have a conversation with other people, in this case older people, they're like, oh, it's not gonna happen, blah, whatever argument they have. It is difficult to have a proper conversation with the person who is, let's say, indoctrinized or is manipulated or just doesn't understand or feels attacked by you. That's also possible. Because what we have to realize, when you are capable of thinking, the other person will always feel attacked. They feel as if they have failed, especially older people. You come in life, you say constantly reasonable things, but you're like the girl in the supermarket. But have you been successful? Do you make a lot of money? That's the first question with older people. Who are you to say this? Have you been successful? No, but I have learned to use my brain. And then you have to prove them, that you understand it. And this is where we go wrong. This is where we go wrong as younger generation. We shouldn't tell them. We should ask them, because they already have all the information. We should ask them, hey, how does it work with the concept of democracy? Can you explain it to me, how it works? And by asking them questions and they cannot answer them, then you can like search for common grounds in language. So, because what I've noticed, like when on chat roulette, when I see people with Nazi flags or, like really extreme right, or like a white pointy hat, I have the best conversations with them. You know why? Because I ask them questions and search for the common ground they have. They're so used to by being attacked that the moment they hear something that usually attacks them, they attack you automatically. Even my own parents, probably your own parents, your grandparents, your uncles and your aunts, they're so used by being attacked and not being taken serious. And then you come along with a prophecy, like a new type of knowledge they once believed in, but they have been tricked by those ideas. 2 days ago, I read this little article and said, saints become martyrs before they become heroes. If you have the right knowledge, righteous, so you're a saint, right? You understand morality, you're a saint. But if you want to become a hero, if you want to be able to explain your knowledge effectively to other people, that's how you become a hero. It's not easy. You cannot go from being a saint to a hero in one day. It can take a lifetime before you know how to have a proper conversation without failing yourself, because you probably notice when you talk with the older people or whatever, a person who is like Republican, your intentions are good. You probably just want to have a conversation with that other person. You just want to know their views. But the moment, and then you feel it yourself, you say something and then you're like, oh fuck, I should not have said this. Then the person is gonna attack you on only that point, instead of the points you were actually discussing. Do you recognize that?
But I like put them into like a spiral, and I like talk about something else. And then they forget
exactly.
about it, and then I'll like, oh, and I'll come back to the same question sometimes. And then I'll go the other way.
That's funny. I like research those things, and I call it the 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have a main topic. The main topic is like a political topic. Then they try to go to a side topic. What you just said. And then you try to pull it back to the main topic. And then they, most of the times, take another side topic or another side topic. But when you try to push it back to the main topic, they start to attack you. You go to point 3. They attack you. So it's the way you talk, or it is you're not listening, or and then the fourth point comes, and that is there's two sides to the same story. There are two truths. Let's find a middle way. And if you don't accept that one, then they will be like, let's end this conversation, or you are not capable of discussing, right?
Yeah.
It's the 1, 2, 3, 4.
Very smart.
Yeah, but use it. It's so easy to use. And you know what's also really important to understand is that you get energy from discussing and they don't.
Yeah.
It costs them energy. So it's not in the 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not that they don't want to focus on the main topic. It's just it takes too much energy. Their energy is drained. It just leaves their body. And that's something you really have to take into account. Okay, I'm talking with a person. He's doing the 1, 2, 3, 4. Where am I in the 1, 2, 3, 4? Because then you can go back to the second step and excuse yourself. Say, oh, sorry, I was not intending to hurt your feelings, or like tell them what your intentions are. I would just try to talk about the main topic, or what I consider to be the main topic. And if they try to, because their mind does not, they don't intend to do it, they automatically go to the side topic. So what you can do is grab a piece of paper and write down, hey, this is the main topic. And the main topic, do you know anything about logics, by the way? How an argument is formed?
I know debate.
Yeah. Okay, debate is different than a debate. Yes and no. So a debate is to entertain your public, right?
Yeah.
But in discussion, it is the same as a debate, but it's not about entertaining your audience. It's about convincing the other person, or informing the other person with the right information, because you don't want to convince them, then they don't understand it, because you want them to understand it, not just to copy what you say, right? Yeah. And I think it's really important to understand how argumentation works, how you can explain to a 5-year-old so it really understands. If you have the time and if you're curious about it, I can tell you how it works, because it's so fucking easy. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So first you need to understand there are two types of arguments. There's a fact. You can make an argument and then you are explaining a fact, or you can make a sound argument. And the sound argument and the fact are different because of the type of science that you're using. So one is deduction. So you know what this phenomena, this object is, and you're gonna deduct what it is. So you're gonna use relations.
Yeah.
You're gonna compare it to other objects that are similar, or you're gonna compare it to the substitutes. What it is for, right?
Yeah.
And that is what we call natural science. So phenomenology, about chemistry, about technology, they're all based on deduction.
Yeah.
Oh, it's somewhere a sound goes on my computer. Oh, weird. Okay. And then you have induction, and induction is about theories. So the things you cannot see with your senses, you have to do it in your brain. You have to think about it. So, for example, when you see this glass, your senses tell you that it's a glass, or no, your senses say it's an object that you can. I can keep it in my hands, but you do not know that it can break. Yeah. You cannot see it with your senses, but you know. So in your mind, you know it can break. But that is a whole different way of seeing things, right?
Yeah.
So it is a conceptual, it's a cognitive way of seeing. And this second layer, we also use, by example, to analyze if a person is a good person, trustworthy person, or not a trustworthy person. But you cannot use deduction, you have to use induction. And these are the social sciences. So you have natural science that uses deduction to explain what the phenomena is like, and you have induction to explain what a person is like, or a thought is like, or a group is like, and that is induction. And this is social science. And you might have noticed that the Republicans, they try to discard social sciences as not being scientific, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is that induction and deduction, they use exactly the same integrity of methodology. So it's the same, but different. And then they also say, if I have to explain something like in more detail, then then ask me. Because they both are theories. Many times you have heard Republicans, mainly under Trump, they say, well, there's no such thing as facts. There's alternative facts, right? You have different facts, which is not possible, but they use the argument because no fact is in essence a fact. That's what they say. But what they mean to say is something else. What they mean to say is that because they hide behind the concept of soundness and use it as if facts are like sound arguments. But even then, they misuse the concept of sound arguments. Yeah. Now it becomes a little bit complex, but also really easy to understand. Every argument, so factual or sound, are axioms. Have you ever heard of an axiom?
Yeah.
Axiomatic. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you understand that even when you know it's a glass, and even you know it's an object that is called glass, like when I drop it, it breaks, and that's one of the features of glass, then you still need to understand that it is axiomatic. But axiomatic thinking is not because nothing is a fact. It's just to protect science. Because if I am the boss and I tell you, this is food, you need to eat it, and all the people around you are submissive to that leader, they are like, oh yeah, you need to eat it, you need to eat it. Science has built in a concept that says you always have to question every fact and every sound argument. Have you heard of the black swan principle?
Yeah.
The fallacy, or no, the Popper's falsification principle. Yeah, you know, and you know why it is, how it works. Like the Linnaeus brothers, they wanted to build up this structure for all animals and all plants in the world.
Yeah.
And then they said, there's this bird with a long neck and a specific type of beak and a specific type of body, and we call them swans, and they're white. And then one guy said, wow, I've seen a black one in India.
Okay. That guy was fucking weird.